Hello, my friends. It's your friend Kevin. Welcome, 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 and thank you, thank you, thank you for liking, subscribing, and doing all you do. Every little bit of you tuning in to what I do is helping me raise the vibration of joy, love, fun, love, laughter. But let's get right to today's Divine Daily Blast. All right, so here we go. We're in a number one angel numerology day. What exactly does that mean? Well, we are having brand new adventures, which is why I call this Adventurous. It's magical new beginnings. This week, I'm using a new deck of cards, the Oracle of the Fairies by Karen Kay. I pulled from the Divine Masters, Horus, and from our Angelic Activator, I pulled Elohim. And I'll get into those and why they're here this week. But let's start with our ambitious and magical new beginnings. Today is a day where you get into the spark of creation and start manifesting your ideas. Now, why do I say that? Because the moon has moved into Leo, and there's a suggestion we spend the day having a good time with the people that we love. And also, this is the last day of Mercury retrograde. So tie up any loose ends, particularly the kind of loose thoughts, feelings, conversations, issues, arguments that you may or may not be sort of dragging you down. Don't carry them any further forward. Just kind of let them go. What else can I say about number one? Archangel Uriel and Raziel are part of this number one energy. You can use the power of Jupiter and feel expansive. If you're a tarotist, pull out the Nine of Cups or the Nine of Water. This is definitely a day to get into some ambitious planning. Like, I think the sorting out business is reconciling what you've been saying that isn't happening. In other words, if you have felt frustrated with abundance, frustrated with the way things are moving, frustrated in health, frustrated in relationships, frustrated in love, you have to understand that that's moving away from you. And step into having some patience for what is to come. These two deliberately have shown up today to help us with this. But let's get into my isms. Declare to yourself, I am wisdom, I am light, I am a star, and I shine bright. And also declare, may the light that is created here and now be for the highest good of everyone. It has to be for the highest good of everyone. It has to be for the highest good of your friends, your neighbors, the people you work with. That way you elevate. Good things are constantly flowing to me. Whenever something comes to you, no matter what it is, find the good, the joy, the happy, the light in what comes to you, because more will come to you. Yesterday, I was out in the yard. I was sharing with a good friend of mine how I needed to cut the grass. And last October, my mower just stopped working. It had been serviced, tuned up, done all those things. The engine just seized up. So I had to cut the backyard grass, which was basically tall. I mean, it was like going into the brush. I had to use a corded weed whacker because that was all that I kind of like had available to me to spend. And it was quite a bit. It's about a quarter of an acre back there. On the ground, I found this feather. Now, to me, it looks like a brownish, grayish feather, but when you find feathers, it's an indication that the divine is with you, angels are with you, They understand you. And this color, which is kind of a brownish gray, is neutrality. Staying neutral, not making it mean anything. One foot in front of the other. One day at a time, one piece at a time. But allowing yourself to stay open and neutral to what's going on rather than reactive. If we find feathers like that in nature, on the ground, there's an idea that we're supposed to leave it there, not take it. But I often think that white feathers are the indicators that the angelic world is very much present. Right, let's move on. Archangel Zadkiel is our angel affirmation card today. As the angel of forgiveness, I can free you from the unhealthy ties to the past that keep you from living in joy. Your affirmation: I forgive all prior conflicts in my life. I release the past in favor of peace and healing. When we forgive ourselves, mistakes are the learning curve to living a joyful life. I know that sounds a little bit like, what? In our physical adventure right here on earth, we're going to make mistakes. We're going to step left, step right. We're going to say things we regret. We're going to have quarrels, disagreements, arguments. They don't feel good. And when we realize, I don't think that was a good idea, or I regret that, there's the learning curve, because we won't repeat it. We won't do it again. It's like, this didn't work. Why am I doing it again? Sometimes we don't learn it that easy. Sometimes there's a piece in all of us that isn't reconciled, hasn't balanced, hasn't found the good, hasn't found the joy. So we repeat the pattern only to discover, yeah, this didn't work the last time. Why'd I go do it again? That could bring us a learning curve. All right, moving on. We have Elohim, and I've said before, the L part of this name comes from angel. It's considered that this is the energy of the divine, of God. Elohim means of God, being of God. And the activation is, I take responsibility for my own karma. Only you and I can reconcile our own karma. Release yourself from the pain of guilt. Your debts have been paid. You were in the past. Whoever you were, whatever you did, is no longer who you are right now, today. And if you had known then what you now know, you would have made a different choice. So you can't change what has already happened, but you can change how you proceed forward. Release yourself from the past. Release yourself from the past. Release yourself from all of that stuff. You don't necessarily have to go into this whole big dramatic storytelling of sadness. I think sometimes that keeps that energy going. It's almost like pick yourself up, dust yourself off, move on. If you say sorry and you mean it with your heart, God the Creator hears it, sees it, and will find a way to help you heal from it. Horus, the eye of Horus, manifestation vortex. Belief makes manifest. Thoughts attract and create. Horus is one of the Egyptian deities that has come this week, this whole week that we're in, to remind us that we're deeply connected to the universe, and we're being sort of held in this manifestation vortex. Their divine guidance is to spend time thinking, feeling, and experiencing the energies connected to your wildest dreams, because this is a powerful time. We have to surmount all the energies of limitation and fully stand in our power. You know, if you've been feeling like an intention, or you've been feeling passionate about a project, have a look at what you believe the best outcome would be for that project. Because the power of the stars and these deities are with us right now. It is a reminder that we've got to be open to listening to within and listening to the universe and listening to what's being offered, the guidance for what's the next step, and stay highly, highly, highly attuned to what we're thinking and the energies that we're associating ourselves with. That includes people, places, situations, stories, drama. Let drama come from soap operas. Let drama come from the entertainment business. There's enough drama in there. We don't need to add to it. Fairies everywhere. Come to us here. Come to us now. Bring us a message today. Gertrude and Beatrice have, well, they've shown up in this circle again with these big, tall, I don't know what they look like. It just looks like Stonehenge. But I know it's not Stonehenge. They're like these very tall columns, big rectangular stone-looking columns with equal space between each one, and they're arranged like a clock face, and these two are in the middle of it. Gertrude is giggling and laughing. She said, this is the tomb of knowledge. I don't know why they call it a tomb of knowledge, but it's basically where the knowledge is. It's like you're in the middle of it, and these great master stones of knowledge. Is it stones of knowledge or tombs of knowledge? She's still saying the tombs of knowledge. I'm picking this card. Sometimes Gertrude, I love her fun and her humor, because she says these things because she knows that it's going to get a rise. It's going to be like, why would you say something like that? Because then she'll giggle. So it's a sense of humor. Fairies have a really warped, wicked sense of humor. They're funny. And it's all done in fun and lightheartedness. Flourish is what this card is saying. This lotus flower fairy is telling us to learn from the experience and shed your inner light on the unclear areas of your life, or the unclear areas of other people. Here she is in this water, splashing about in a pond of lilies. She can't really see the bottom, but it hasn't stopped her flourishing around. Well, actually, they're lotus flowers. You know, a lotus flower grows in the mud. She doesn't really have a lot of worries. So all of this is telling us to be patient, hold space, but be creative with our thoughts and our feelings, and analyze the balance between what are we feeling and let go of anything that doesn't feel good. I said this for days. If you've been feeling overwhelmed, your inner indicator is that you've been denying yourself access to the manner of cooperation that can assist you in what you're not allowing. When we have that resistance, when we have that, that push, that this is too much, like I was yesterday with the weed whacker, and that thing spins around like this, and stuff was flying up in the air, getting in my hair and all over my clothes. And I was just like, oh, there has got to be a better way than this. However, I got most of it done. I ran out of line. I have to get another thing of line and plop in today and do it. Either way, it was just an indicator that I did it. I actually got out there and did it. You know, the little machine thing wasn't going to break the bank. It was something that actually got the job done. But I didn't allow myself to go into the despair of saying, I can't do this. I won't do this. This is too much. All that. I'm going to figure out a way of doing this to where I can be satisfied with whatever happens. And with that said, I'm going to go off and do our forecast for the week. And until tomorrow, or a little later today, bye for now.